Hi everyone. Today's day 138. I was telling you about the story about getting into the conveyor, sort of drying oven. I was just getting over the nightmare I had for being burnt alive during my time when I was little. And that nightmare had returned because I was going to be roasted this time, roasted in a conveyor belt sort of oven. It was a drying machine which had a chain on either side, thick chains to pull the thing, and there was a sheet of metal going across from one chain to the other, welded on. And there was some spike on it, on some of them, not all of them. There was some nails sticking out. That's where I got caught. And the funny thing is, I had crawled into it because there wasn't much space to move about. I had crawled into it head first. And I found my way. There was a bit of light and all that. I knew I had a torch and that I don't know where I lost it. Anyway, by the time I reached to the place where the conveyor strip was caught up, that's when the machine was stopped and I had gone in. It's about, 40 feet long conveyor belt. And then it comes round a sprocket and before reaching the sprocket, I had to come out because I could be crushed. My hand could be crushed or something like that could have happened. But that nightmare had come back, and I suffered with that fright of getting crushed in the conveyor drying oven a second time. And that kept on for a while until I left for UK. Even after reaching UK, I still used to get that feeling of fear. Anyway, the conspiracy theory was with that Mr. Singh. He was going to be bullied by this guy. Condit King Kitty, he called himself. And he was going to get him sacked before he could retire. He had only a year to go. And this guy was, I don't know what happened if after that I left that place. But I went and told the boss that I know something about the Condit King Kitty and that I'm the one who's been picking up this letter for him because he threatened me. He threatened me by saying that if you don't do this, I will inform the boss that you have been escaping from Kenya Avenue to go and see your friends outside. So I thought, well, blackmail, but I'll catch him and give him a good spanking one day. He was a big guy, but it didn't matter. So when I came out, I told all the Africans who worked for me, under me, that this is what happened. And they said, Ilemu India, that Indian, that we are going to fix him. And don't worry about it. So when I don't know what happened, but after a few days, I don't know if he got beaten by these Africans or he got sacked. But the factory, this thing manager, the what do you call the director, I went and told them this is what he was blackmailing me for something, but I didn't tell them what he was blackmailing about. And I came out with the truth and told them that he's the one who's been writing about Conrad King Katie, a name he produced, and he wanted to keep quiet about it. And then to put that poor Singh in trouble. And the Singh's son was working as a draftsman in the office. He didn't know anything about it. But then when this thing carried on, this poor Singh, he lived somewhere very close by. He had a stroke, poor fellow, because all this thing was going on and inquiries and things like that. By the boss called him in the office and said, "This other accusation we have received from a person or persons unknown. So is this true, that you're selling our product without our knowledge?" So this guy said, "No, I didn't sell anything without your knowledge. All the receipts are here. It's for you." So no, you keep that. You can keep it. It's scrap anyway. Whatever scrap you got, it's yours. But this conspiracy was not for him to take. He couldn't take it because he loved everybody, and it was a irritating factor that he didn't like people talking badly about him. And I think it's because of that he got a stroke and he was laid off from work. And I went to see him in his house. That was the last time I think I saw him in this house. And I couldn't bear the thought that something like that would have happened to him. And there was nothing much I could do. But this guy took over as a foreman in the electrical shop. And he doesn't deserve that. He nearly put my life at risk. And if it wasn't for that Mr. Singh, I would have been crushed inside that. So if the Singh family is listening, thank you for saving my life. I hope someday I will be able to repay all this to the people. So many, I escaped from death so many times in my life. After this, when I came to England, going for my wedding, the plane crash landed. That was another escape, wasn't it? A lot of things happened in my life. It's not worth mentioning. And the irritating people that goes on and about things that doesn't concern them as well. That is in real life. Anyway, I'm hoping to hold a conversation with the Pula guys this weekend, and we're going to make a toast for my brother Nakulan. Only the Pula friends and the Savannah gang, whom he has known them and I have known them. So bye for now, everyone. There's nothing much to talk about today. I think I've spoken more than enough. And see you again tomorrow. Bye. Take care. I love you. Love you all. And wear a mask. Beware of COVID. Bye for now.